What up, y'all? This is real pitiful. This is the real Big Boss Calvin 83, by the way. It's a crying shame. The lack of self-respect. This is why I can't take you. This is why I can't take heifers like you seriously, hyenas like you seriously. You bash the hell out of black men. You have no regard for your son, because I'm pretty sure your son's peers, guy peers, see you just doing what you're doing. You have no regard for your sons. You and other women who act like this, carry on, thirst trap. Do you care about your son? You wonder why a lot of these young black men are miserable. Now, we talk about child abuse, we talk about narcissism, but we don't talk about it when it comes to mothers. We don't talk about it enough. Or we're too scared. If you're in the pro-black space, you can't criticize these women. You can never criticize them. See, I'm different. I'm going to speak my mind and I'm going to tell you how I feel. Look at this. Now, I don't know. Dude, come on, man. You looking like a sucker. You an old simp. This is why a lot of these youngins, these young men, these youngins, don't want to listen to you older folks. Y'all grown ass children. Y'all elderly children. You are not to be listened to. Now, this woman claims to be single. She talks about milking you, using you for your benefits and your resources. She moves you in. More than likely. Now, I could be wrong, but still, bro, if you're in a relationship with this woman, come on, man. You may gotta do better. Especially you an old head. She talks about using your resources, milking you for your system. She talks all types of crazy shit. And you just let her do it. A lot of you black men, are you dependent on this woman? Are you financially dependent on her? Hey, look at this. This I can't. Gluttony. She got the audacity to judge people, criticize, but you can't criticize her. This is what I'm talking about. She threatens people. She threatens to unalive people. But just the lack of accountability. She act like she's talking real stuff. And y'all mad because you simps are mad at me because I talk about women like her and I do reactionary videos. I'm not trying to change none of these hoes. No, I'm spreading awareness. But you dudes keep complaining, oh, why are you talking about black women? Why you getting? You guys are so weak. And then you dudes have the audacity to complain about why these women do not want to submit to you. I don't got that problem. And another thing, I would never put myself in a situation where I gotta be dependent on the hoe, where I can't check her. That's another thing. Even if I had more resources than her, a lot of you dudes make more money, pay all the bills, and she still disrespects you. But you're mad at me for holding women accountable. Oh, but it's okay to hold men accountable. It's okay to hold men accountable. So this is what I've noticed about the pro-black space. This is joke. It's online. You can only call out white supremacy, call out racism, right? Call out tethers, talk about black men, but then overgeneralize the less than 10 to 15% of black men that these women are getting with. but over 55% of black men are single and childless. We're still to blame because we're supposed to do something, right? The black men who are married and in a committed relationship, we're supposed to, they're blamed. Even the ones who get divorced wrongfully, get cheated on, get mistreated, but there's no accountability. You don't know what she's gone through. She must have been going through a hard time. She must have postpartum. Y'all make all these excuses. She was on her, you know what, time of the month. Fuck out of here. If this was the case, these women would been able to get college degrees, jobs, if they had all those type of excuses. You know they don't, when they work for that white man's company and his mom, the white man and his mama's company, or go to his institution, they don't make these excuses. They do that for you because they know you're scared of them. And if you check them, I'm not talking about any form of violence or physical violence or nothing like that. If you even say something, they want to lock you up. Oh, you're being abusive, toxic masculinity, but then y'all talk about you're not protected. Why would I want to protect somebody who looks like her, always starting shit? And then talking about I carry a pum. How about you shut your mouth? How about you stop getting into trouble? How about you take personal responsibility and get help, ma'am? How about stop picking fights with people and you wouldn't have to worry about looking over your shoulder? You cutting the fuck up, talking shit. It just... This is just... But then she wanted to talk about objectification. And then some simp is going to try to defend this. Bro, if you think coming from me and you think she going to just open her legs so you can have access to that used cooch, and she's a single mother, and she got to do living with her, dude, a lot of you men are sorry. Y'all were raised by these hoes. I get it. Y'all, even if you came from a two-parent home, what we're not talking about, the men who came from a two-parent home, your daddy was a whole-ass ninja. Your daddy was a coward. Every time there was an argument, he will always have to sleep on the couch. Even though he was paying all the bills. You saw your daddy get cheated on. He was spineless. He didn't want to do anything because she'll call 911. He knew if he put his foot down, she'll take him to the cleaners. But guess what? She did it anyway. But y'all get mad when I make videos about women like her. I'm the problem for pointing it out. But you want these women to submit. You want these women to be sweet, fit, friendly, and cooperative. But you don't want to put your foot down. You're so afraid to be the bad guy. I love being a villain. I've told y'all nice guys finish last. Being nice and kind to women who are not deserving of it, defending women protecting women that, I don't even care that was your own daughter. If she's wrong, she's wrong. Hold her accountable. I don't care if that's your wife. I don't care if that's women in your family. If she out here cutting the fuck up, she got to deal with the consequences. You shielding her from accountability and infantilizing her, you are part of the problem. But you ninjas don't want to do that. You ninjas just hold black men accountable, call out white supremacy, try to hold white people accountable, and then talk about the Caesars. But when I call out bed wenches, the divestors, the coons, y'all make excuses for these folks. Even y'all, you got hyena sympathizers, male and female. You got bedwench sympathizers, 304 sympathizers. You got Jezebel sympathizers, and you got Pookie sympathizers. And then you wonder why our community can never progress. You wonder why we are in the situation that we are in. Because we can't check our own people. If you check your own people, you're called a sellout. You're called a raccoon. even though you stand on pride of revolution and you're militant. You can't say anything about these people because they want to go back and talk about chattel slavery. They want to talk about the system, but they never want to go talk about chattel slavery. They don't want to talk about post-slavery, the Jim Crow, the other event, the horrific events. Y'all, this is how y'all get lost in translation. But I'm the bad guy. When I just talk about issues like this, how do you think we're going to fix these problems or get these women to fall in line if men do better than y'all do? Well, guess what? The men are doing better, and guess what? We can't tell y'all nothing. That's why we got to go overseas. Or we just got to date outside our race. And you won't get mad when we do that, but we can't tell you nothing. You women are just a lost cause, man. There's no point in having panels or nothing trying to have a conversation. Bro, you got to play dirty. It is what it is.